The idea is to write it so that people hear it and it slides through the brain and goes straight to the heart. I'm just someone who likes cooking and for whom sharing food is a form of expression. At 50, I began to know who I was. It was like waking up to myself. We have to confront ourselves. Do we like what we see in the mirror? And, according to our light, according to our understanding, according to our courage, we will have to say yeah or nay, and rise. Perhaps travel cannot prevent bigotry, but by demonstrating that all peoples cry, laugh, eat, worry, and die, it can introduce the idea that if we try and understand each other, we may even become friends. While I know myself as a creation of God, I am also obligated to realize and remember that everyone else and everything else are also God's creation. It's good to remember that in crises, natural crises, human beings forget for a while their ignorances, their biases, their prejudices. For a little while, neighbors help neighbors and strangers help strangers. The best comfort food will always be greens, cornbread, and fried chicken. All great artists draw from the same resource, the human heart, which tells us that we are all more alike than we are unalike. In so many ways, segregation shaped me, and education liberated me. I know that when I pray, something wonderful happens. Not just to the person or persons for whom I'm praying, but also something wonderful happens to me. I'm grateful that I'm heard. Easy reading is damn hard writing. But if it's right, it's easy. It's the other way round, too. If it's slovenly written, then it's hard to read. It doesn't give the reader what the careful writer can give the reader. Courage. You develop courage by doing small things, like just as if you wouldn't want to pick up a 100-pound weight without preparing yourself. My life has been one great big joke, a dance that's walked, a song that spoke. I laugh so hard I almost choke when I think about myself. At 15, life had taught me undeniably that surrender, in its place, was as honorable as resistance, especially if one had no choice. If we don't plant the right things, we will reap the wrong things. It goes without saying. And you don't have to be, a brilliant biochemist, and you don't have to have an IQ of 150. Just common sense tells you to be kind, ninny, fool. Be kind. I know that I'm not the easiest person to live with. The challenge I put on myself is so great that the person I live with feels himself challenged. I bring a lot to bear, and I don't know how not to. Elimination of illiteracy is as serious an issue to our history as the abolition of slavery. Find a beautiful piece of art. If you fall in love with Van Gogh or Matisse or John Oliver Killens, or if you fall in love with the music of Coltrane, the music of Aretha Franklin, or the music of Chopin, find some beautiful art and admire it, and realize that that was created by human beings just like you, no more human, no less. Achievement brings its own anticlimax.